Ralph Report Wrestling Edition SmackDown Post Show with me, Ralph Williams, and from RW Media Productions, and Brian Pettit from the Sports Break Media. And please don't forget to like and subscribe out there. We are in Studio 10, or we are in Studios 10 in Studio B tonight, as we're here for this great show of the post show for SmackDown tonight, as we're here every Friday night. Next week, we will be doing a multiple show. We're going to do the SmackDown post-game show, or post-game thing, and then we're going to do the SummerSlam pre-show. So it's going to be a double show next week. It could be about an hour or more. So we're going to run down all the matches. 2 new ones were made tonight, and we'll get into those later. We're first, I want to introduce my co-host for the show tonight, Brian Pettit. Welcome to the program, Brian, from Sports Break Media.
Well, good evening, and it's going on late tonight, but, you know, we've got a lot of little things going on here, and tomorrow also. We got a lot of things to cover tonight, because that was a lot to get going tonight. You know,
all right, my man Mellow Fresh here says, keep the popcorn popping and the sodas pouring. Yes, indeed. I should start using that again, Brian. I used to use that when I was in the 90s when I had my own sports show on PCTV in Pittsburgh. I should keep the popcorn popping and sodas
get
pouring.
Drinks. That's exactly right.
That's right. Get the drinks pouring. That's exactly it. So, you know, all right, Brian, let's get started tonight. I kind of expected this, but they started off with Gunther and Nick Aldis signing their contract tonight, and you knew it was going to turn into what Jim Ross always calls a Donnybrook. You knew that was going to happen tonight between these two. And so what do you think about this, Brian, tonight, this contract signing?
It kind of was weird, because both of them were kind of getting ready to sign their contract, and then you had – I knew that it was going to come down to a big old fight and everything. So it's just one of those things where you just sign a contract and you hope nobody gets it. But it's going to be a knockdown shootout. But I think Gunther could win that one. We'll see and what happens. But, you know, it could turn out to be a good thing. But, you know, it's on the line. So we'll see what happens, though. Because I will say this, Gunther's dangerous. You know?
Well, Gunther's dangerous, but here I want to bring this up, and I brought this up last week. Gunther has poked the bear. He's woken up a guy who's been hibernating for 3 years, who has not been in a wrestling match for 3 years, Nick Aldis, who holds the record for holding the NWA title twice, the NWA World Heavyweight title twice, for 1,000 days. That's 2,000 days, and 2 times as the world heavyweight champion. He's been a champion in TNA. He's been with the Main Event Mafia with Kurt Angle, Samoa Joe, Sting. He's been he's well known around the world as a wrestler. And Gunther don't know what he's getting himself into. And I told you last week, and I'm going to reiterate it again. Look out for Mickie James. Mickie James is in TNA. That is his wife, Nick Aldis' wife. And Mickie James could get involved in this match. Okay?
Yeah.
Could get involved in this match. So, all right, here we go. Hello to you as well. Thank you. Let me see, who is this here? Miss Ferrando. Mellow Fresh says, okay, and then it says Jim Ross, I like him in AEW. Yeah, Jim Ross, he's fitting real well with Tony Schiavone, the old WCW lineup. They're fitting very well in AEW. They do a very good job there. You know, so if I had the time, I'd be doing AEW stuff here too. But I don't really have the time to talk about this.
Mello says Gunther reminds him of Rossi. I mean, or what's it? Whatever that name.
Oh, here, let me see. Nick Aldis messed up at the. Yeah, well, we'll see. You know, we'll see what happens with that. Gunther reminds me of Rusev. Yeah, Rusev. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Well, you know something? Rusev was involved with Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, and Wade Barrett. They were called the League of Nations at one time. So, you know, they had League of Nations. That was a very good, excellent, you know, faction there for a little while. And then it kind of drifted away in the wind like all factions do. You know what I mean? So, You know,
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot, they drift away in the wind. And so, but all right, let's see who we have on Facebook tonight. We're going to take a look here. We're going to get some comments from Facebook. I'm on both my Sports Corner Facebook page and also on my personal Facebook page as well. So don't forget about that also.
That's
All right.
right.
Nick is dead. Hart not gonna win. Well, I disagree with you on that. I think they poked the bear, brought the bear out of retirement. I think Nick Aldis can win this match and show Gunther that you don't bully me on my show and things like that. Adam Pearce can't because he's got some kind of permanent injury. He can't wrestle anymore. So, all right, let's get into tonight's matches, Brian.
Okay.
Bella took on Laney Reed from that that group, that three-way group there, Fatal.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It was an okay match. It was quick though. It was too quick. I stepped out of the room for about 5 seconds and it was over. It's like, what happened? I don't even,
Well,
it was like
Brie Bella, the other Bella sister came out. And,
I saw that.
And came out to help out. So to even the odds. And now there's a new match set up. It's going to be Brie Bella, Nikki Bella, and Paige versus the Fatal Influence. All right.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So somebody had a sign I saw called Drunken Influence.
Drunken Influence. And that's good.
That was pretty good. Somebody said Drunken Influence.
Drunken Influence. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a new name. Let's go. Hey, Ralph, let's go as a new name on that one.
Drunken
let's call
Influence.
Drunken,
Drunken Influence, yeah.
Drunken Influence. That'd be a good name.
Yeah, Rusev was the Russian wrestler. No, Rusev's from Bulgaria. CM Punk jacket was awesome. Yeah, CM Punk. There's Pensman. Yeah, CM Punk had a really nice jacket on tonight. I will admit that. And thank you, Pensman, for being part of the program. Please don't forget tomorrow, 10 a.m., the Sports Blast show, Saturday Sports Blast. We're on every Saturday morning on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, X, and the Kick Network. There it is right there. And that is with myself, Pensman Sports, Brian Pettit, and Leo Haggerty from Amped Up Sports. There's Pensman Sports. Don't forget to like and subscribe to his channel and his material. Also, don't forget about Sports Break Media with Brian Pettit. I'm going to put this one up for you, Brian, because it has your face on it there. So
yeah, there you go.
I still have that one, but I also have this one too. There you go. Sports Break Media. Brian will also be joining us tomorrow at 10 a.m. We have a lot to talk about. Tony Romo getting arrested. We have a whole bunch of stuff. I wanted to bring up tonight. Brian watched it. I haven't checked it out yet, but I'm going to the new documentary about Hulk Hogan. Terry Bollea is his real name, but Hulk Hogan, the wrestler, it's a 1-year anniversary of his death. And, it was a sad day last year when he passed away. My heart literally sank. He was one of my favorite wrestlers growing up. And nowadays, Brian, if you ask anybody that's, my age or your age or anything or older, the first 2 words come out of their mouth is Hulk Hogan. I mean, So.
Well, I'll tell you this, Ralph, and I don't think I've told you this. When I was a young kid, and I know that we're trying to get, but I actually watched, I guess because it was the first match, and I didn't know it until I looked at the documentary, that I watched actually Hogan's first match against Andre the Giant. When he actually wrestled back in the 80s. I didn't realize until the documentary came out of that, because I was so intrigued that was actually his first match against a big thing, and I didn't know that. So that was the first experience that I actually got to watch him. But I'm not going to give the spoil away. It is sad, and there's things that you might not know about him in Hulk Hogan. I think that everybody should watch it because it brings a big thing to the whole entire, and it corroborates, everything what he did.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. His accomplishments, some of his failures. I know things didn't work out real well in TNA when he was general manager, and stuff like that. And he was involved in that case where someone stole some sex tapes from his house and put them out there or something. He was involved in that problem. He's been involved in some scandals over the years, but he got through them. And God bless him, Hulk Hogan. He's up there. I hope he's up there with the Lord. And so he was a great wrestler. And if it wasn't for Hulk Hogan, the wrestling business wouldn't be where it is today.
Yeah,
He's just one of the legends. I mean,
and think about this, Ralph, too. He's up there with some great wrestlers.
Yes, he is. Yes,
Like
Bruno
some of the
Sammartino.
old ones.
Yeah,
Like
he is.
he's up there with the Andre the Giant.
Yeah,
He's up there with Cody Rhodes' dad.
Junkyard Dog,
Your
Dusty
dog.
Rhodes. I can
Rhodes.
name you a whole bunch. British
mean-
Bulldog, Davy Boy Smith. I can name you Harley Race. There's a bunch of them up there. I mean,
there's tons of them.
It's a mess. There's a bunch of Superfly Jimmy Snuka, Randy Savage, Elizabeth, Ultimate Warrior. Yeah, I mean, that was sad. What happened to Ultimate Warrior? The night after he got put into the WWE Hall of Fame, he had to go to a speaking engagement. Oh, Chris Benoit. Thank you, Pensman, for reminding us about him. Yeah. Eddie Guerrero. I mean, there's just a ton of wrestlers. We could sit here and do a whole show just on deaths of wrestlers. I mean, the Samoans, Sika, the Samoan Sika. I could tell you, Umaga. Man, Yokozuna. I could go. The list goes on. We
could go on and on and on. It'd take forever.
Exactly. And it's just a lot of wrestlers over the years that have passed. And So all right, let's get back to the show here. Chelsea Green took on Kiana James, and that was for the to be involved in that 5-woman battle royal. Now there's 4 women involved in it. Charlotte Flair got in later on in the evening because of interference from Jay Cargill. Nia Jax got screwed out of this match yet again. Because of interference from Nia Jax. So and her gang. So it turns out now it's going to be Jay Cargill, Charlotte Flair, Tiffany Stratton, and Chelsea Green. They got one more to go for the 5-woman ladder match at SummerSlam. So we're going to find out who will be the 5th woman involved in this match for interim women's WWE Women's Champion. So, all right, and then finally, the final match of the night. It was the only men's match of the night, actually. It was the only men's match of the night. Finn Balor, Damian Priest, Trick Williams, and Royce Keys in a fatal 4-way for number 1 contenders match for another match that was made tonight. And that will be Sami Zayn will take on the winner of this match tonight, and the winner was Finn Balor. So it's going to be Finn Balor versus Sami Zayn for number 1 contender for whoever wins the match between CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. So that ought to be an interesting match there at SummerSlam. And then also we had a Donnybrook again tonight with Solo Sikoa, Royce Keys, LA Knight all coming out, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso and Jacob Fatu all having a big scuttlebutt and everything else, which led to the win for Finn Balor because of that scuttlebutt. I actually kind of wanted, here we go. You're right, Pensman. He was a manager. Hulk Hogan was a manager at one time as well. And but anyway, and there you go with your hand saying hello. There you are. All right. And, you're right. He was a manager at one time as well. So, he also was in the movies, Hulk Hogan. Rocky, he was in Rocky 3. He had a couple other movies he wasn't bad in. And, so he was in a movie with Eric Bischoff, and he was in a couple WWE movies. So Hulk Hogan, I think his best work was, and I hate to say it, was when he was in the NWO. I think that was his best work. He became a heel, and, I thought he resurrected his career, and that was some of his best work. All right, notes tonight. We talked about the Nick Aldis Gunther thing. We're not going to talk about that anymore. Sami Zayn, he went crying to Nick Adam Pearce. Oh, I got screwed
again.
Oh my!
When is he gonna, Ralph? When is he gonna realize that he's not a top contender again?
I don't know. He's been in the business 18 years. Yeah, I think I don't think he can go any further than where he's gone. Although he is a Grand Slam champion, he's had them all. So I mean, he's been Intercontinental.
There's not a real storyline because I
For
mean,
him.
when you think
Yeah.
about it, it's not a storyline behind him because when you talk about Sami Zayn, yeah, he's a good wrestler, but he doesn't fit a storyline where everybody gets to him, you know? He loses these. I know it's a story and I know there are storylines, but sometimes he's not there, you know? Like
Yeah.
he loses
Yeah,
some big
exactly.
matches. Like
Yeah.
if you look at his history, he hasn't done well in big matches and and I just don't know if they have written his story, you know?
Yeah, I think they need to sort of let him move on. Oh, by the way, today, folks, I heard a rumor. It's already been done. Big Cass is coming back. Yet I don't know about Enzo Amore. Rumor has it he signed a contract, so it could be Big Cass and Enzo Amore getting back together. WWE's trying to strengthen their tag team division, which right now is not very good, and they're doing a lot of nostalgic guys. I hear the Hardys when their contract runs out at TNA. I heard the Hardys are coming back again, and I heard this is going to be their last hurrah. They're going to retire in WWE, or say that they've been around. They went to all these different wrestling companies, won title belts there. They're still in TNA, and they're going to come back to WWE for one final try, just like the Dudleys and
Yeah.
some other ones. So
They need to be
I,
careful. They're putting their
yeah,
bodies onto it, you know?
yeah, yeah, but I think this is going to be their last hurrah before they go into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So and I think that's going to be the situation there with them. And WWE likes these nostalgic tag teams that have been around before. You could see Sami Zayn teaming back up with Kevin Owens. Owens is due to come back soon from his injury. He's working in
Mhm.
the Performance Center. He's on that show on A&E where they train wrestlers and then try them out, and they even have a show. And so Booker T's doing it, and some other folks are involved in that. I heard Braun Strowman's possibly coming back. There's going to be some nostalgic people coming back.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
interested, real quick, Brian, to see how the Wyatt Six works out. They're
Oh,
supposed
yeah.
to be
I'd
signing with
love to see how
TNA.
that one works.
I want to see that. That would bring TNA a lot of good publicity
Oh, yeah.
because the Wyatt Six have a lot of fan base. Okay,
Oh, I know they
WWE
do.
is going to be sorry that they got rid
Mhm.
of them because they had their own fan base and they kind of got left out in the wind. There wasn't anything for them, and that kind of thing. And now that WWE has this AAA and they reinvented the War Raiders, having them win that title belt. Now that match is set for next week. It's going to be
Mhm.
the War Raiders, the AAA tag team champions, versus Damian Priest and R-Truth, and winner takes both titles. So we'll
Yeah.
see how that works out next week. That'll
Well,
be
it's
an
like
interesting
Cody
match.
said in his interview talking about CM Punk. We'll get that in a minute.
Yeah,
He did
that's
say,
our last part of the
yeah,
show.
he
Yeah,
said in his little vented that the roster's stacked from both sides.
yeah, it
You
is.
know, he said
It is
that in
now.
his thing, and
Yeah,
that was kind of interesting that he actually said that because but
yeah.
that's
They've been moving guys around and trying to fit them in somewhere where like Finn Balor now is in SmackDown, CM Punk is in SmackDown. They're trying to balance both shows out, bringing SmackDown back down to 2 hours, getting rid of a bunch of dead wood, and a lot of older wrestlers that they offered. They told them take 50% pay cuts. Some of the overpaid guys, and some of them walked away, others didn't. So I mean,
yeah,
and
exactly.
things like that. So others can afford to walk away, some can't. I mean,
Yep,
and
I agree.
that's just it's all about how you bank your money. It's all about your ego. It's all about what you want to accomplish, and so that's where we are with that. All right, next, our final part of the show tonight. Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, they had their little talk, and
Yeah, they
CM
had their
Punk
always
tonight.
the talk.
Yeah, I thought it was actually pretty good because I like the way CM Punk, and if you think you can get to CM Punk, you can. He always comes up with this last minute wisecrack, and the one that he said was, "At least I get to say I beat Dusty's son,"
Yeah,
and that really set Cody
that
off.
hurt
Yeah,
Cody real bad.
yeah, it did. That was, yeah, that did hurt Cody real bad. So
I mean, when you say that to him, he kind of think, and I know another thing too, and I know they're trying to hide all this, but they were actually smiling at each other like sometimes if you go look at it very slowly, it looks like some of their little, you know how they kind of get out of character, that they
Right.
really wanted to laugh at some of the things that they were saying, because at the end of the day, these guys are all friends.
Yeah,
I
they are.
mean,
Oh
as
yeah,
Hulk
I
Hogan
heard.
said,
I heard
they're
back in the day when I used to see Bob
yeah,
Backlund take on
yeah.
George the Animal Steele, and then I heard that after the match was over, they'd be in the back playing cards and drinking beer. You know what
Well,
I
yeah,
mean?
exactly.
So they're
Was
they're all friends. I mean,
yeah. I mean,
so
you got to be with them like every day. You're with them traveling.
they
They
travel in cars
Well, all the
together,
time.
carpooling.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
planes,
yeah,
they do it all together. They're just not and it's like Terry's wife said, you know, it's and I'm gonna take one out of this. They're a family, you know? They do things together, just not in wrestling, but they talk about it. They
yeah.
try to
They do.
train each other, you know? They work together, you
Right.
know?
And one other thing too, they're together. You got to watch the documentary on it. I think Vice made it. It's
Mhm.
called 350 Days. That is
Yeah.
what a wrestler spends on the road. 350 days a year. They only get
Yeah.
15 days to their families. So they're on the road 350 days a year. And that documentary is very good as well. And the other one you got to watch is The Rise and Fall of WCW. That is a
Oh
very
yeah.
good documentary. So um there's a lot of good wrestling documentaries out there. The Ultimate Warrior, Andre the Giant, A&E puts on some good shows with that stuff. Vice, The Dark Side of Wrestling is very good.
Yeah, every one of them's good. I've
Yeah,
seen.
yeah, The Dark Side of Wrestling is a very good documentary. So,
Oh
but
yeah.
anyway, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes had their little talking spoo, and so I'm not sure who to pick in this match. I'm sort of it's a toss up for me.
It is a toss up. But
It is
Ralph, we got to talk about this too. What do you think about them being a tag team? They were talking
on
about
Thursday
tag team.
night. They're at a house show. They're going to be at a
Yeah. What do
tag
you?
team
I
at a
mean,
house
what do you
show.
think about them? What's your thoughts on that? My thoughts. My first. I'll go
Yeah,
first on this one. Is there's something's going to happen.
something's going to break down. Something's going to happen, and
Are they going to get?
some
Or
mistakes going to be made. Something's going to
yeah,
go. Yeah,
somebody's going to get
yeah.
mad at each other, and
Right, right.
and oh, is this the
Yeah.
mistake
Oh yeah,
again?
absolutely. All right, some announcements we're going to make here real quick. Don't forget tomorrow morning. Once again, I'm going to remind everybody 10 a.m. here on live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter X platform, the Saturday Sports Blast Show with me, Ralph Williams, the revolutionary, the visionary. I am Ralph Williams, and ladies and gentlemen, please acknowledge me. All right, and we'll be on tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. live here on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter X, and the Kick Network, and also on simulcast on Sports Break Media and Pensman Sports as well. Also, Leo Haggerty will be joining us, Brian Pettit and Pensman and myself. Lots to talk about tomorrow morning. We're going to start diving into the NFL, the divisions. We're going to talk about each division. We'll start with the AFC North tomorrow, being that the Steelers, Cleveland Browns, Cincinnati Bengals, and the Baltimore Ravens.
Oh, we're
And
going to
then
the rough one. We're
we're
going.
going
I'm
to the
going to call.
rough ones. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
this is. I'm going to call this. Is it? The West? Is it the
The
West?
AFC West, you mean?
Yes. So I'm going to name this one, and Ralph, you'll love this one.
The AFC worst.
Yeah. Oh my goodness! What
we're going to see? We're going to see what Kansas City's going to do this year. They failed last year. The Raiders, they're going to be the Raiders.
Yeah.
The LA Chargers. I think Justin Herbert is going to be a really good quarterback this year. He's got the tutelage of what's his name? The one that just got fired from Miami. McDaniel.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
I can't think of his
So,
name.
yeah. Mike
It's been a long
McDaniel.
week. Yeah, Mike McDaniel. There you go.
He just got fired from Miami, and he's a good offensive coordinator. I think with him being there and Jim Harbaugh's defense, I think the LA Chargers could do a little bit better, if not even more better this year. So we'll see what happens. Kansas City's about Denver. Can't spell Denver out down there either. Denver, Sean Payton. We'll see what he does. So we'll see what happens.
But,
The AFC
but
West
remember,
on them.
Ralph, and also we need to make an announcement on this. Also, practice started today. The thing starts today, yesterday or today. You remember?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right.
The
Training camps all start next week. So,
Yeah.
NFL training camps start next week. So,
Yep. All go. It's football season. We're 40 something more days till we get the football in.
Yeah, exactly.
Football.
And don't forget college football weekly. We'll be starting that up in September. We'll be talking college football. Put the sports blast show away in the closet until after the football season's over. Once it's satisfied with the bowl games and everything and the championship, then we will start getting back into the Saturday Sports Blast show.
Season 2.
Season 2. That's right. Yeah, we got to do that. Season 2.
Yeah, we'll have to do season 1, season 2.
That's right. Season 1, season 2. That's right. We got to do that.
Yep.
Taking after somebody else here. So, but anyway, so don't forget tomorrow morning, 7 a.m., the Ralph Williams show, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m., 93.5 The Beach in the Delmarva region down here. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for the Ralph Williams show. And then 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., the Ralph Williams show again, but this time up in Pittsburgh on AM 1250 The Answer and 92.5 on the FM dial at 10 a.m. Don't forget about the Sports Blast Saturday Sports Blast show, which I'll put back up again to remind everybody: YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, X, and the Kick Network. And then finally, to end tomorrow's Saturday of Ralph, the Sports Corner radio show on 1250 a.m. The Answer, 92.5 on the FM dial. Ralph Williams, Smoking Jim Frazier, Claudia Rosano, Luther Dupree, lots to talk about tomorrow on the Sports Corner radio show.
By the way,
final thoughts, Brian. Go ahead. Final thoughts before we wrap it up.
Lady says hi to us.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see who that is there. Oh, yeah. Okay. Busy Lady. Yeah. How you doing there, Busy Lady? How are you? All right. All right. Brian, final thoughts before we wrap it up here. Go ahead.
No, but I'm just thinking about what's going to happen, in a couple of weeks. We're only a couple of weeks away. It's going to be
next Saturday.
It's
next Saturday.
Be interesting.
Yeah, Monday Night Raw is going to be real interesting. I'm interested to see what's going to happen. You got Roman Reigns going up against Seth Rollins, and you got Brock Lesnar. Lesnar, and then you got So yeah, we're good there, Busy Lady. Thank you. We're very good. Thank you for participating in the show. Please, by all means, do not forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channels and all of our social media platforms.
I'm up to. I need to get to 250, but I just want to make an announcement. This to Ralph. I will be doing the NASCAR race on Sunday, and I'll be starting at 1. I'll be starting at 1, about 1:30 or probably about 1 o'clock, 1:15. So stay tuned to that. I'm gonna have a reaction on the Indy 400, and that's on Sports Break Media on YouTube and multiple other platforms too. Also, at 24 hours, this show will be actually on our podcast at Sports Break Media throughout the platforms and wherever you can get your listeners at. So just want to throw you on that one too. So give it 24 hours and they'll be up today. Probably Monday afternoon or somewhere, but you can always on the podcast on that.
All right. Thank you, Brian. And don't forget RW Media Productions. If you're interested in sponsorship advertising, check out all my shows, shorts from my radio shows on my YouTube channel, www.rwmediaproductions.com. I am really going to be starting to upload a lot of content, putting it on the website. If you're interested in sponsorship advertising, check the ticker tape at the bottom, and we still have our QR code at the top. Don't forget that as well. And just another reminder, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Help me to get to 2,700. I'm almost there. I need about 30, maybe 26, and I'm there. at 2,700. So don't forget to help me with that as well. And don't forget to help us all grow here on our social media platforms as well. And don't forget about my new show. I haven't done one for a little bit, but I've been putting this exposed thing on my radio show. So you need to listen to those in order to hear it as well. The Ralph Report Exposed. In fact, I think I'm going to try to do one tomorrow morning. We got some people that I need to expose, and I'm really exposing right now a former. I gave them a few, a little bit of free advertising. We're supposed to work out a barter deal, Shore Appliance Connection in the Delmarva region, Salisbury. They decided that they didn't want to notify me to let me know that they didn't want to sign the contract that I sent them. I had to wait 3 weeks. We made a barter deal, and it fell through. So I'm not going to sit here and wait because it involves something that I really needed. And now I've got what I needed, but I had to go to another company to get it. And, it cost me some money, but that's fine. And, I will expose you if you want to play games with me or my family. I will expose you. All right. And
don't forget friends too. We will, expose them on that too.
Who?
You'll expose us on friends too,
That's right. I expose everybody. Anybody that needs to be exposed will be exposed. So I mean, and I don't leave out no punches. I don't leave out no names. I will expose you if you're going to cause me grief. You're going to jerk me around. No, especially with something like that. I mean, that was but anyway. All right. Until next Friday, and don't forget next Friday we got a split show. It's going to be
right.
Post game show or post show. Then we're going to go into a SummerSlam pre-show next Friday night. So get your popcorn popping, get your sodas or whatever drink you got pouring, because we're going to be here for at least an hour, maybe 2 hours, going over all the matches for SummerSlam Day 1, Day 2. Then SummerSlam weekend post show on the first night, post show second night. So don't forget those as well. So just to let you know, RW Media Productions, and we're going to be doing all that. So keep that in mind. Don't forget the Saturday of Ralph tomorrow, Sunday, the Ralph Williams Show with Tony Moreno on 1250 AM, The Answer, 92.5 on the FM dial. We're now 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. So don't forget the Ralph Williams Show with Tony Moreno. We have a lot to talk about, as we always do. And don't forget Saturday, the Ralph Williams Show as well. I am the Rodney Dangerfield of media in Pittsburgh. I get no respect. And, no respect, no dignity, nothing like that. And I bring it out this weekend. So I want to let everyone know I'm bringing it out this weekend. So, all right. And so tune in. Okay. So, yeah, who's ready for football, Cyberuski? Thank you, as always, too, for all your due diligence. You do some side work for me that is very, very good. Thank you. I appreciate it. Cyberuski's always been a steady contributor to the show. All right, until next week for the Ralph Report Wrestling Edition SmackDown Post Show, I'm Ralph Williams along with Brian Pettit. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. for the Saturday Sports Blast Show with me, Ralph Williams, Pensman Sports, and also Brian Pettit and Leo Haggerty. Until next time, have yourself a great one. And please remember to acknowledge me or acknowledge